Hi everyone. Today we're going to learn how to make a bubble chart. And our bubble chart is going to show us the size of planets compared to each other, and especially compared to Earth's. So let's take a look at our spreadsheet. Again, our data is arranged in columns and rows. A, B, and C are the columns that we're using, and we know that they go way on down that way. So if you get lost, make sure you're looking for A, B, and C. Rows are right here, and we're using row 1 through 9, one with our headings, and then our planets are listed below. We're going to compare everything to the planet Earth. So I gave the size of Earth as 1. So if I look at some of the other sizes, I can kind of get an idea which ones are bigger and which ones are smaller. Now we know that Earth is not 1 inch or 1 foot or 1 mile in circumference going around it, but we're just going to use Earth as our basis for comparing the sizes of all the planets. If I look at Venus, it's 0.95. 0.95 is 95/100ths, which is almost 1. So I'm going to assume that Earth and Venus are pretty close in size. If I go the other direction, I notice that Jupiter size is 11.2, which means Jupiter is about 11 times greater in size than Earth. We'll be able to see these sizes when we make our chart. So you should be able to look at this data and tell which ones will be bigger and which ones will be smaller than Earth. Okay, let's get started on making our chart. I'm going to go ahead and highlight everything in the spreadsheet. So I'm highlighting from A1 to cell C9. That is my cell range. I'm going to go up to insert, which we know is that fancy word meaning to put in. And I'm going to look for the charts. Now, I see right here that it says insert scatter or bubble chart. Under your list of charts, you may also see something called a XY chart or scatter chart if you don't see bubble, and that will give us what you need. So look for that. I'm going to go ahead and click on it, and it gives me some choices, and I can see some scatters, some lines, some kind of strange looking things, but I can also see some bubbles, and there is a really cool 3D looking one. So I think I'm going to choose this one right here. It might be in a slightly different place if you're using a different version of Microsoft Excel, but you should be able to find it if you go up under the Insert tab. Okay, now that we have our chart made, the next thing is that we should try to make it a little bit bigger so we can see what we're doing. So again, I'm going to pull on the handles, these little dots. Remember, we always pull on the corners, not the side or the top, because you're either going to make it too skinny or maybe too stretched out this way. So the thing to do, let's put it back the way it was, is always get on the corner. And that way it moves the top and the side at the same time, and it keeps everything the right size. Okay, so I've got these lovely planets here, but I have no idea which one is which. So what I'm going to do is add some data labels to this. So I'm going to come up here where it says the plus sign. And remember, if your chart is not selected, then your computer doesn't know what you want to do. So make sure you click on your chart, click on the plus sign. I'm going to have some data labels, which, okay, I can see right there 11.2. That must be Jupiter, but I think I would like to have Jupiter's name. Okay, let's see here. More options. I see that Y is already selected, which is the size, and I think if I choose X, it's going to give me the name of each planet on there. So now I can really see. If I wanted to, I could turn Y off and only have the planet names. That'll be up to you and your teacher. The next step will be to color each planet so we can really tell the difference between them. So I'm going to start with Jupiter, and I will do this. Click on Jupiter and notice all the planets got selected. They all have those little handles. If I click on Jupiter a second time, all the handles on the other planets went away and all I have left is Jupiter. There are several ways I can go about doing this. I can go up to Format, Shape Fill, and I can choose some colors. Let's see if I can make Jupiter orange. If I liked, I could actually choose a gradient if I wanted to, and that will be for you to play around with. They can be a lot of fun, but they can be a little bit frustrating too. But you can see that I can change all the colors of the planet. Saturn. Saturn's the one with rings on it. I can't really remember what color Saturn might be. Again, I can go here over to the fill, or I can go up here. Go to Shape Fill. I could make Saturn yellow. I could go to the outline of Saturn and make it black. So you see it's really standing out. Ask your teacher if he or she would like some chart title changes or axis titles. Remember to click on the plus sign. We have the x-axis and the y-axis. Since we're comparing sizes, and these are relative numbers, they're not the true numbers of the size of each planet. Remember how we assigned Earth as 1? Those may not be necessary, but check first, and also check for permission before you print. Have a great day.